Pakistan and Indian captain Sarfaraz and Kohli. Yes, indeed, all matches are very important for all teams, but especially Pakistan versus India match is very, very important, and people are very much excited, and they are looking at tickets, but unfortunately they could not find it. And you will both plays in very high level pressure. What do you say on that, please?
Do you get tickets?
Because
I already changed my
high
WhatsApp.
pressure.
I already changed my WhatsApp number very soon.
I think, look, India-Pakistan is always a very, very anticipated match, but we keep saying this again and again. If you ask the players, it's very different from how the fans look at the game compared to how the players play it. Yes, you feel the anticipation and you feel the excitement of the fans when you enter the stadium, but as soon as you step onto the field, it's professional, a bowler trying to execute his skills, a batsman trying to execute his skills to the best of their potential, and for us, it's just another game that you need to win as a team. Yes, it brings pressure because the atmosphere in the stadium is very different, and as I said, you only experience that till the time you start, competing in the game. As soon as you get into it, then at the end of the day, it's a game of cricket for all of us. I know we keep saying this again and again, but that's the truth. That's all, all the cricketers, I'm sure from both the sides feel that as soon as you start playing the game, it eventually is a game of bat and ball, and, that's what you need to focus on.
My answer also the same. Nothing. No difference.
But when the fixtures come out, because you all play each other, is that the first one you looked at to see when you would play Pakistan, or is there another fixture you look at first?
Not really. I mean, in the World Cup, I think all the teams must have looked at the first 4 or 5 games that they're going to play, because we're going to play 9. So you prepare accordingly as a side. If the first phase is going to be, how you're going to prepare for different sides, because all the teams would have looked at first 4 games maybe, or, break it down accordingly, however they feel like. So I don't think we single out any game, as I said, because all 10 teams are strong, and on their day they can beat anyone. And as I said, that's the most exciting part of the tournament, and that's something that we have spoken about as a side, that if we focus on playing good cricket, just about us as a side, if we play good cricket, I think we're going to be in a good position in the tournament. If you keep focusing on too much here and there, then there's too many things to focus on, because the teams are so strong. So I'm sure every team would want to focus on their skills and then turn up on the day and hopefully have that skill set better than the opposition.
Question to Mr. Kohli. Mr. Kohli, in most sports there is usually unity amongst the players. Why is that you do not play against Pakistan in your respective countries? What's the reason?
No, that's not a question for me to answer. I think it's about the cricket boards giving you that answer. We don't hold the authority to speak about these things in press conferences. My personal opinion doesn't matter.
Let's take another question, if you've got the microphone.
My question is from Mr. Sarfaraz. 1992 and now is 2019. Will you repeat the history to become a Prime Minister of Pakistan?
What a good question.
Definitely will try our level best to win the World Cup here, but I don't know about my future.
Yes. This may seem a ridiculous question to you, Virat, but is there less pressure on you when you aren't playing at home?
Yeah, we have both our warm-up games televised already, so not much pressure on the Indian team wherever they play. But yeah, look, there's always going to be a huge fan base for us anywhere we play in the world. But yeah, I have to agree with Aaron. I think England is probably, in their conditions, the most strong side in this tournament. But I also agree with Moggs that all 10 teams are so well-balanced and so strong. And the fact that this is a tournament where we have to play every team once makes it all the more challenging. And I think that's going to be the best thing about this tournament. And I see this as probably one of the most competitive World Cups that people are going to see.
There's quite a lot of other captains nodding, actually, about how balanced it is. Sarfaraz, you were nodding there. You think it will be a very balanced tournament between the 10 of you?
Yeah, definitely, as Morgan and Kohli said, all teams are really balanced. They all are make a good team. So I think wish them all the very best. And people watch, I think, great cricket here.
My question is from Sarfaraz. Sarfaraz, we've seen 2 years back in Champions Trophy that in spite of all the not so good performance, you grabbed the Champions Trophy. And what do you think about this time? My first question is, do you regret the idea to play 5 matches against England? And what about the morale of the boys in the team after this series?
No, I don't think so. We are regret to play 5 ODIs. I think it's a good practice for us, and we had played lots of good quality cricket here. So I think morale was very high for my team, and we are ready to play World Cup, and we are really hopeful to play good cricket here.
Did you learn a lot from those warm-up matches?
Yes, definitely. I think this is not a warm-up match. We play a top quality cricket, top quality of side. So we have learned a lot. If you take up, either we lost the series, but we take very positive things, just like our batting performing very well. So we are working with the fielding very hard in this at the moment. So hopefully we will do well as a team, inshallah.
If you could add only one player to your squad from any of the other teams, which player would you choose?